Hello! Today Renfield plays Hale Obernolte's Arceus V-Star and Goodra V-Star deck that he used to take first place at the Salt Lake City Regional Championships. This deck combines the consistency of Arceus and its ability to charge up Pokemon with difficult energy attack costs, including Goodra V-Star, which requires both metal and water energy. Kind of funny given that Arceus and Dialga Palkia Tag Team GX also had Arceus and took the water and the metal energy. But the Goodra V-Star plays very differently from that. In fact, it plays more like the Lucario and Melmetal Tag Team GX that we saw that prevented 30 damage for the rest of the game from all your Pokemon. Goodra is preventing 80 damage with its Rolling Iron attack as long as it stays in the active position. Combo that with the Radiant Gardevoir, and you're preventing a total of 100 damage, which gives Hisui and Goodra an effective 370 hit points with no weakness this time around. So let's take a look at how this very defensive deck, perhaps the most defensive deck of all time, plays. All right, a water deck. If it's Palkia, it's good. If it's QREM, it's bad. But I accept the challenge if it is. I kind of actually hope it is because Palkia matchups can be kind of boring. All right, I've got the Gooster. I can draw cards. I can find an Arceus. What more can you ask for? Oh, it's a throw. They're trying to throw me off. It's a Regirock deck. We have a really good Regirock matchup, actually. As long as we can find our big parasols. Speak of the devil. Let's Chorus first. I would be fine finding an Arceus. Need the other big parasol. If I take Melanie, I can use it. If I take Marnie, probably gonna have to get rid of their hand anyway. This deck never holds on to their hand. I have a pretty easy quick ball if I just do that. Yeah, we'll get an extra energy in play, sure. But I see more cards with Marnie, and I need to find my V-Star, right? So, no, we'll take Marnie. Okay, I've got my Arceus. I guess Escape Rope is kind of scary here. So I'll get the Goodra now if it's in the deck, and it is. Got both V-Stars, got both switches. I have an Avery. Got all of my double turbos. I am not strapped for energy, so all good things. Play the big parasols. Attach a metal here and give them the turn. Yeah, I like that better. Because, you know, as nice as it would be to attach extra energy, we just need Arceus V-Star. And if they path me, right, like, it's very unlikely we'll get to find a switch. Anyway, so we just want to see as many cards as possible. It would have been a harder choice if it was Colress versus Marnie. Okay, we get Marnie anyway. That's actually the best situation because we just need to get to the Arceus faster, and we're going to see the same 5 cards from this 4 and the top deck. And we weren't going to find it. That's kind of a heartbreaking Marnie, actually, if it's on your turn. But we're not in too big a hurry because they cannot one-shot Goodra, right? Nothing. You've given me nothing. Tough. Very tough. Let us thin this Gardevoir that has no purpose out of our deck. I think I attach here. It at least gives me a retreating option. I could evolve. I could easily get Marnied again, but then I can't slip and trip. I don't think slip it. They play for scoop up net, right? And perhaps even escape rope and stuff. So I'm just gonna make this guy as hard to kill as possible. This is how they win, right? I just don't get going, and they get a pretty big advantage. I should say, like, it was possible for them to knock me out, but they would have to, like, get the other Reggie Drago and 3 Aurora in the discard pile to do that, but that's very unlikely, right? Okay, so all they want to do here, I guess, is... Oh, yeah, Reggie Alecki is the attacker here, right? Because then they can soften up Arceus for a 1-hit KO. In a couple ways. They can soften up my Goodras. Yeah, and they've got it. So not even Big Charm will save me from Regirock now, right? Really need something off the top here. That's not gonna do it. I already have tools attached to everybody. And I don't want to lose this. So we'll Moisture Star. I really don't want to play the double turbo on a Goodra to retreat, because then if I do that, like, we'll attach it, but we won't retreat. That's what we'll do. Not good. See this? We'll see the same thing again. I guess this. Yeah, that's it. I'll see the same thing again. With 120 damage on me, I'll have 150 left, and I'll be preventing 80, so they can't take a 1-hit knockout if I top deck Metal Energy. Not counting on that. Oh, I get a Marnie. Okay. Still playing the game. I got an evolution. Okay. Let's see. Get Arceus. I have Switch, so I don't need to waste my energy. I just need to charge up my guys. We need some healing cards to power through this one, that's for sure. Metal, yeah. I got metal here, metal water here. They're going to take a pretty big lead, but our matchup is so favorable that I do not think we're out of the game. Get to do some healing next turn at least, unless we get Marnied, but if we get Marnied, like, is it even that bad? Even little Goodra can take knockouts, right? Yeah, we just need to heal him so we don't get blasted by this guy or the one that does more damage. Okay, so the big Parasols are huge in this matchup because it means that Regice isn't a nuisance. Reggie didn't wasn't even an auto win for Arceus when Flying Pikachu was around, because Regice plus Marnie on the Pikachu, if you only played like one switch in that deck typically. Didn't play Big Parasol back then, so like Regice has been the bane of Arceus and what it kept Flying Pikachu, at least not an auto loss. However, with the double Parasol in this list, we can get to like an auto win position, but we certainly aren't in it right now. Okay, well, I wanted that Crystal Cave, but okay. I don't think I have. Oh, I do. Okay. So I can fully heal this Goodra. That honestly might swing the game all the way back into our favor. I think it will, honestly. As bad as this has gone, they didn't take a knockout. There's a lot of damage on the board, but we're going to remove so much of it that I think my opponent might just scoop next turn. Do they not have... They do have the energy, so I don't know why they're retreating. That's a play. They're trying to like keep energy here, I guess, but yeah, I don't know that was it. All right, so I'm gonna get an extra energy guaranteed in play, and I'm gonna heal a lot of damage now, potentially. Not this turn on this guy. Retreat, Hyper Potion, and the window of opportunity for the Regigigas deck has most likely closed, but it's not totally out of the realm of possibility. I'll save the Quick Ball for right now. We're not going to like get a Pokemon with it, but we want to thin the deck before we research. And good luck getting through this guy. Honestly, I want them to have something. Like, do they have the Lost Remover potential still? They might play one Lost Remover. And then in that case, that would be tough. The Paths at the Peak. Not going to be a factor. Not even sure why they played it, right? Because you would want to bump my my Crystal Cave if it comes down. They're just going to go for more spreading, more damage, which is the right play. My Melanie's not active. I'm not going to do anything to my active Pokemon but 20 damage, but get closer to the Arceus, and at least, you know, maybe this one I won't be able to heal, and they can like Gust KO it. Okay. All my Hyper Potions are on the bottom of the deck, but get rid of the Path. Path and what? The Ultra Ball. There's nothing else we want to Ultra Ball for. Yeah. I mean, but if they gust this, then I could at least Melanie onto this one, right? Yeah. Okay, Goodra. Do you have a bad hand? The minus 20 damage never matters, so I will put it here. This is the most likely one to live. That could have been a mistake. Because they could gust this and it could get stuck even if they would just KO it, right? So in a different situation that could have been a mistake. Like in a situation where there was no damage on them and they were trying to find something that would be annoying. I had a low card hand size, so in a different situation that was definitely a misplay, but not this time. This time I want it here because if they Gust kill this, then I still have it, and I can combo with the Hyper Potion. I don't like to use my Hyper Potions when I have less damage and I know I can't be one-hit KO'd, and I know that I cannot be one-hit KO'd here, so my opponent is now not even attacking sometimes. Tough for them for sure. I'll take these. Let's just Rolling Iron. And there's not even like enough turns left for my opponent to win the game now. They really needed to get off an attack last turn, and then would they have been able to take the one-hit KO? Let's say they hit me for 40 or for 60 with this one, right? Excuse me, hit me for 80. So if I had 160 on me, then yeah, they could have taken it to KO with the other Regidrago. Let's promote this one. With the one energy, they can't even like try to stall that had no energy, maybe they'd be like, try to move it. But I have too big a deck for that strategy to work. Yeah. Good matchup. So, what did you think of Hale's deck? The Arceus and Goodra V-Star deck does take an excellent matchup into the Regigigas, but that is by design. Regigigas is a very popular choice among the top players right now at major events. We'll have to see how it does into the Lyle Regional Championship this upcoming weekend. But given its defensive nature, it is excellent against both Regi and some of those Lost Zone box type decks. Closing up, my question of the day revolves still around Arceus. What has been your favorite card since its inception to pair with Arceus? It has won so many regional championships, beginning with the Gengar VMAX deck, which seems like so long ago. My favorite card to pair with Arceus has been the Corviknight VMAX, which just by a weird combination of factors was a decent play for the New Jersey Regional Championship in the spring. But what have you liked to play with it? There are still combinations that I want to test out with it. The Espeon VMAX opens up a lot of combinations so that you don't have to play the big Parasol in your deck. I've seen people playing Aegislash VMAX with it, and I'm sure there are combinations that I haven't thought of yet that people will come up with. So maybe you've got the sauce. What do you like playing with it? Thanks for hanging out, and leave a like if you enjoyed this video.